Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Pallet for Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Mortal Realms video. As per usual, if you like these videos though, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below. It's great to hear from everybody and to try to get back to everybody as soon as I possibly can, because it is always greatly appreciated. Now, this week's issue, we're on issue 27. We have 3 new models, we have a magazine, and we have this little letter from the publisher. So, unfortunately there was a parts error in issue 17 and in issue 21 of Mortal Realms magazine. You would have received slotted bases when you should have received unslotted bases. So to rectify this, they have provided replacement bases as detailed below. So, issue 17's replacement bases were included with issue 21, and issue 21's replacement bases were in this issue. So we've got these bases as well as in this issue as well. So issue 17 and issue 21, if I remember rightly, were the Dreadscythe Harridans, and yeah, they did come with slotted bases. In fact, they came with Blood Bowl bases, if I remember rightly. They rectified it, the one from issue 17 with issue 21, but also made the same mistake in issue 21. Go figure. In all honesty, it's one of them things. It happens. Anyway, let's crack on. So, this week's issue, we've got 3 new models. Stormcast Eternals, we have Storm-Size Cursebreakers. This set was from the from the Warhammer Underworld set. The good old Night Vault, which was the starter box from after Shadespire. It came with the with good old Thorns of a Briar Queen originally as well, so it was the opposite warband to them. They're all push fit. Got these nice sculpted bases, so you can get some really cool look to them as well. So yeah, should be really good fun and fairly easy to put together as well. And jumping into this week's issue, we are greeted with Storm-Size Cursebreakers. So Storm-Size Cursebreakers are a trio of battle mages from the Hammers of Sigmar. They specialise in mighty storm magic, lifting curses and breaking enchantments. Their leader, Aetherian Stormsire, is a knight incantor and he is renowned for his knowledge of the reforging process. He has long considered it his duty to find a solution to the various side effects of this traumatic ordeal that all Stormcast Eternals undergo after death. So, Stormsire himself, he wanted to try and learn new magic and kind of recover the lost knowledge of any forgotten magics and everything like that to help the reforging process be a bit easier. And he takes these 2 evocators to go with him, which is Amiss Dawnguard and Rastus the Charmed. But they get sent into Shadespire by Sigmar, and they are now stuck in there. So they are stuck in the Shattered City where there is no reforging. If you die, you just reappear somewhere else. Or you may not reappear full stop, or you could reappear sometime in the future. You'd never know with good old Shadespire. Which, talking about Shadespire, there is a fantastic book called Shadespire. If you haven't read it, read it. It is brilliant. It is one of the best novels I've read for a Warhammer as well. Then you've got a breakdown of the actual individual characters as well. So Amiss Dawnguard, Aetherian Stormsire, and Rastus the Charmed. Really nice. So it's always good to have that kind of bit more lore and knowledge into each hero and character that you can get within this magazine. Then we've got details on the Ossiarch Bonereapers. We get an introduction to them. So these are Nagash's newest army. They are created from the bones and the souls of the dead. They are tireless and without pity. So the Ossiarch Bonereapers lay hidden throughout the Age of Chaos and the Realmgate Wars, secured away inside grand mausoleums and colossal necropolises. So yeah, the Bonereapers didn't appear very early or anything like that. They were hidden away in one of the storm vaults. After the Necroquake revealed the storm vaults to Nagash, he dispatched Lady Oleander to free Catacross, the Ossiarch Bonereaper leader, so that he could lead them. So that Catacross model is absolutely fantastic as well. It looks like a diorama piece more than an actual tabletop model. If I must admit, it's one of the models I do want. If I bought one, I don't think I would ever use it to game with. It would be purely for display purposes only. So I think I'd have to try and change the base up a little bit and get it on a plinth or something like that, which would look really, really good. It'd probably take me months to paint as well, because I would want to do as much detail as I possibly can. Then we get more information on the Mortal Realms. So this is kind of how the beginning of the Mortal Realms kind of comes into place, and kind of giving you a bit more of a history of everything going on, and information about the realm spheres and how the realm spheres work as well for each of the 8 mortal realms. And they give us a slight little breakdown of each of 3 of the good old realms, which are Gyran, Azir and Shyish. So really, really good stuff, and performs a lot of detail to get you kind of into the history, the lore and everything like that as well. So of course, Gyran was formed within the realm sphere of life magic, creating vast lush continents thick with forest and jungle. The outer edges of the realm are so thick with jade magic that the forests are utterly impenetrable. Then Azir, of course, Azir glitters above all, a swirling heavenly energy. Here the god king Sigmar arrived in the mortal realms, and Azir now serves as his seat of power. The remains of a world that was are set within the skies above Azir. So if you don't know, the world that was is the old world, which is one of the upcoming games, which Games Workshop are going to release, which is for proper old fantasy battle. So everything was on one map. There were no Stormcast Eternals, and you had the Empire, you had Orcs, you had Skaven, you had Tomb Kings, you had different areas, you had quite a lot more going on with it. A lot more different little armies you could get together, like Bretonia and stuff like that as well. Really, really good stuff as well as having the iron holds and everything like that for a Dwaradin as well. Shyish, the souls of the dead all go to Shyish, which is a realm of the of underworlds and afterlives. Mortals also live in the underworlds of the realm of death, coexisting with the shades and spirits of their ancestors. Shyish for you. Lovely place to visit, I think. Might go there on a holiday one day. Yeah, really, really good stuff. So it's always nice to have a bit more information about each realm as well. So I'm guessing in a few issues time we'll get more information about the other realms. Then you got your how to build guide. So the how to build guide of your for Stormcast Cursebreakers. As they're push fit, you don't need glue. It is entirely up to you if you want to use glue and fix them permanently. Just make sure you get all the fitting right, because sometimes they don't fit quite correctly, so you might need to just kind of trim bits here, there, everywhere, and make sure it's all smooth over and perfect for painting, as well as your good old Amice Stormguard and Rastus for Charmed. And then you got your how to paint guide. Pretty decent stuff. The painting guide is getting you to do stuff a little bit more detailed as well, gradually over time, which is very, very nice to see. If you've not had much experience with painting, this stuff does help you. If you have a lot of experience, then in all honesty you're probably going to ignore the painting side of it, because I must admit I do. But it does give you a good kind of hint towards how to do things if you're fairly newish or don't have much experience with painting. So it's not too bad. Although it is leaving them bases unpainted, which is, yeah, to me that kind of bugs me. In fact, I like to paint the bases before I paint the rest of the model, majority of the time. To the point where, looking at it, they haven't been fully pushed in. So they are aware that they haven't fitted the entirety of everything like that. So it's not too bad. So they're aware that you don't need to push them all in, because otherwise you might struggle to get them back out. Then we've got the Warscrolls, of course. So you've got your Averon Stormsire Warscroll. So he's an Incantor, so he's got the Incantor staff. He does actually carry a blade with him on his back, but he doesn't seem to use it, and he can't use it. He also has a Void Storm Scroll and a Spirit Flask that he carries around with him as well, and he is magical because he is a wizard. Then you've got the Cursebreakers, who are Rocketers, so they are also wizards as well. They carry the Tempest Blade and the Storm Stave as well. They are really, really nice units as well, and they have the power to empower other units, so which is always really, really nice. And they have that Celestial Lightning Arc as well that they can use. Then, so you've got your details of how to break down and how to use each thing, and rolling mortal runes and save rolls and everything like that as well. And then you've also got the Miremorn Banshees expanded War Scroll as well. So they are Nighthaunt, Summonable, Miremorn Banshees. They are Spell Eaters. They are kind of wizards, and they are also ethereal. They can fly as well. So, and they carry that Chill Dagger. So you get details of how to use the Chill Dagger and how that works, and how the spell easers work, and the unbinding success that you can use as well. So it's not too bad. Pretty good stuff. Then you got your battle plan, of course. So the battle plan is for Scouring. So for the Scouring, what you need is your 4 Miremorn Banshees, Dreadblade Harrow, for Briar Queen, for Thorns of a Briar Queen, and Dreadscythe Harridans as well. That is a lot of units to be using. Get your good old, your new good old terrain pieces out there as well. So that should be good fun. And then you've got your Stormcast Eternal side is a Varian Stormsire, his Cursebreakers, and 5 Sequitors. So it's quite a highly good old outnumbered kind of moment in this battle plan, but it should be really, really good fun to use as well. And of course, Nighthaunt go first. And then next week, what we got? So next week we've got issue 28. We'll get Spirit Hosts, so 3 Spirit Host units to use. We get a Nighthaunt Army painting guide and new Warscrolls and battle plan as well. Then the issue after that, issue 29, we get Nullnoil and Baneblade Brown. So 2 new paints, so no new models that week, but the next model, it should be pretty decent. So we learn more about the God King Sigmar, how to use for the new paints, and Stormcast Eternals painting guide. So I'm guessing these painting guides are going to be a good chunk bigger as well, so it's going to be a bit more in depth of how to utilize paint on your models if you've been following the painting guides in the magazine. Really good stuff. Should be good fun to use. And then we've got some really, really nice issues coming up after that as well. So right then, before I head off, all I'm gonna say is, at the end of each video I normally say there are more videos coming. There will be more videos coming. However, I have felt really quite burnt out over the last week, so I've not been painting much, and I've kind of let myself kind of go a little bit with it, just because I've been tired, in all honesty. However, I'm feeling a little bit kind of more energetic at the moment, so there will be more videos in the very, very near future. Hopefully more painting stuff, hopefully some other bits and pieces as well. Just need to work out on how to get them right for you. On another note as well, if you are looking to replenish certain things as well, or to get back issues or anything like that, you can hop onto the Hatchet Partworks website and order some back issues, which is already really, really nice. I must admit, I've ordered a couple of them, but both said they were out of stock, and I just thought I'm going to be cheeky and see if I can order them, and it worked, and I ordered them, and they turned up today. So I've got another good old set of issue 11 and 15, which was the Sigmarite Mausoleum, which is pretty crafty of me, and I'm going to paint it slightly differently, and I hope to do a video on it and do something ever so slightly different with the entire lot of it as well very soon, and use it in a different way. Right, anyway, I've banged on hot long enough now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, of course, hit the like button and drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the very near future. Bye bye now.